People think they know you when you stay quiet. They fill the silence with their own stories, their own fears, and then they swear that version is you. And for a long time, I let them believe it, because correcting them felt heavier than carrying the lie. Believe me, it's strange how fast a mask can become a habit, how you stop asking whether it fits and just learn how to breathe under it. I used to think being misunderstood was a weakness, that if people saw me wrong, it meant I failed to explain myself, failed to be human in the right way. So I tried once, just once, to show the truth without armor, without the calm voice, without the distance. And I watched how quickly comfort turned into discomfort, how understanding turned into caution, like honesty was a threat they didn't ask for. That was the moment I learned something no one teaches you, that not everyone wants the truth. Some people just want a version of you that makes them feel safe. And when you break that image, they don't lean closer, they step back. So yeah, I chose silence again. But this time, it wasn't fear. It was control. Because silence gives you time, and time lets you see patterns. Who listens only when you agree, who stays only when you're useful, who disappears the moment you stop performing. I've learned that distance isn't always coldness. Sometimes it's the only way to stay honest without explaining yourself to people who already decided who you are. Still, even knowing that, there are nights when the quiet gets loud, when you replay moments you could have spoken, could have softened your tone, could have let someone in just a little more. And you wonder if you protected yourself or just pushed away something real. The truth is, carrying restraint looks strong from the outside, but inside it feels like standing still while life keeps moving, watching connections pass by because you don't have the energy to translate yourself anymore. I'm not proud of that, and I'm not ashamed either. It's just where I am. Shaped by choices that made sense at the time. Choices that kept me standing when reacting would have burned everything down. People call it being cold, distant, heartless even. But they don't see the discipline it...
All right, y'all. Back day is almost over. Haven't really been talking, but we putting in work. Lat pull downs. We're gonna do some rolls with the cables, back extensions. And you know, obviously we're gonna end up hitting traps between all those other workouts. And then arms, and then that's it, y'all.
Takes not to speak, when words could cut deeper than any blade. They don't see how much care goes into deciding what not to say. And maybe one day I'll explain myself. Not to everyone, not loudly, but to the right person at the right moment. Someone who doesn't rush to label silence as emptiness. Someone who understands that calm can hold a storm without needing to prove it. Until then, I walk with this quiet, not as a wall, but as a boundary. Reminding myself that being human doesn't mean being fully open to everyone. It means choosing with care. I'm still learning that balance. Still figuring out how to stay real without bleeding in places that never heal. So if you see me and think I don't feel much, know that you're wrong. I feel deeply. I just learned to feel without spilling. To carry weight without showing strain. And maybe that's not the end goal. Maybe it's just a phase. But for now, it's enough. I'm not above anyone. I'm not ahead of anyone. I'm just here.
Now, I love this exercise right here. That's what you gotta do, right? You gotta grab some plates to stop yourself from sliding. So let's see. I don't see a lot of people do this exercise, but if you really want to target that Christmas tree, do what I'm doing. Do this exercise. I don't know the name of it, but I promise it worked.
Two treasure hunters made a ghastly discovery today when they stumbled on what appears to be an underwater graveyard in a crevice off the coast of Miami.
There's bodies in those bags.
The butchered bodies were submerged inside these heavy-duty garbage bags. Authorities have located at least 30 bags so far, but around-the-clock salvage efforts are still underway.
8 confirmed.
8 confirmed. Here? No, here is just 1.
I'm talking 8 confirmed victims of the Bay Harbor butcher.
The Bay Harbor Butcher?
That's what the press is calling whoever dumped those bodies offshore.
Jesus Christ, Morgan. Jesus fucking Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
The dark passenger's been fighting against it, trying to keep me all to himself. But it's my turn now, to get what I want. To embrace my family. And maybe one day not so long from now, I'll be rid of the dark passenger.
All right, y'all. I really didn't do any talking this workout, y'all. This was just one of them workouts where we just get straight to it. No talking. Ooh. Yo, my back literally feel like it's about to rip open like a shell. I'm not joking either. But we almost done with arms. We're gonna do some hammer curls, finish off with some light wide curls. Y'all know I love wide curls. If you want to get a nasty bicep pump, do some wide curls. Not like this, but like this. I'm telling you, bro. That pump is literally next level. But we can finish 2 sets of hammer, move over to the wads, and then abs, and that'll be it. All right, I know y'all probably wondering, like, dang, bro, why you looking like that? But if y'all can see where I put that arrow at, that dude is doing skull crushers with 135 pounds, y'all. And I was just looking like, dang, that's impressive. I always see bro in the gym at nighttime. You know, he literally be full stacking every machine, using the max pound dumbbells. He just crazy strong. I always see him in here putting in work. But yeah, that was just crazy to me. Okay, and another thing I wanted to let y'all know is that I'm also adding in a tricep exercise on my pull days. So on my pull days, I'm going to add in one tricep exercise. We're going to do one set till failure. Then the second set will be a drop set. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my push days. So I'll add in one bicep exercise or one back exercise, whichever muscle group I think needs more work. So that's why y'all see a tricep movement right now. And when I do my drop sets, right, I don't just do like one drop set. So for example, say I'm doing 90s, right? I'm doing tricep push down is 90 pounds, right? I'm gonna do that till failure. Then I go lighter by about 20 or 30 pounds. Do that one till failure. Go lighter by another 20 or 30 pounds and do that one till failure. So it's like a drop set. It's like a 3-set drop set. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how I do my drop sets. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up and yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna shut up yet. If y'all made this far in the video, I want y'all to comment sleeper crew, okay? Comment sleeper crew. That let me know that you made it 11 minutes and 5 seconds into this video. All right, now I'm gone. Bro, I just did all that. And the fucking camera was out of focus, bro. Are you serious?
Two treasure hunters made a ghastly discovery today when they stumbled on what appears to be an underwater graveyard in a crevice off the coast of Miami.
There's bodies in those bags.
The butchered bodies were submerged inside these heavy-duty garbage bags. Authorities have located at least 30 bags so far, but around-the-clock salvage efforts are still underway.
8 confirmed.
8 confirmed. Here? No, here is just 1.
I'm talking 8 confirmed victims of the Bay Harbor butcher.
The Bay Harbor Butcher?
That's what the press is calling whoever dumped those bodies offshore.
Jesus Christ, Morgan. Jesus fucking Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
The dark passenger's been fighting against it, trying to keep me all to himself. But it's my turn now.